As a lifelong member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, aka Mormon, I have always asked myself the question why this is such a big deal. This is not a topic that is usually discussed in any of our Sunday school classes, it is not a key point in our doctrine, and it is completely irrelevant for what we believe regarding salvation through Jesus Christ. This comes from a passage in the book of Abraham, a book we consider Holy Scripture, where a vision of Abraham is described in which God shows him his creations, explains that all stars have been created by God, that there exist other worlds which God has created, and then says, quoting from Abraham chapter 3, "And the Lord said unto me, These," meaning the stars that were shown in the vision, "are the governing ones, and the name of the great one is Kolob, because it is near unto me, for I am the Lord thy God. I have set this one to govern all those which belong to the same order as that upon which thou standest. And the Lord said unto me, by the Urim and Thummim, that Kolob was after the manner of the Lord, according to its times and seasons in the revolutions thereof. That one revolution was a day unto the Lord, after his manner of reckoning, it being 1,000 years according to the time appointed unto that whereon thou standest. This is the reckoning of the Lord's time, according to the reckoning of Kolob." So, the statement is not that God lives on a planet named Kolob, but that there exists a star named Kolob which is the closest to the place where God dwells. Whether that place is a planet or whatever, we don't know. But again, this is the only mention of that word in all of Scripture, and it is generally seen as a tangential issue hardly ever even discussed. It is a completely irrelevant detail for the day-to-day faith of a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We believe that God, Jehovah, Jesus specifically, created the entirety of this physical universe. So saying that God is from Kolob is like saying someone was born in a hospital that he built. We do believe that Kolob is the star closest to the throne of God. What does this mean? We are not entirely sure. It could actually be metaphorical. But what we are sure of is that, as shown in Luke chapter 24, God has a physical body. That physical body has to exist somewhere. Why is it so hard to believe that the place where it exists has a name? No, mainstream Christians believe in far more absurd things than what we believe in. For example, original sin, transubstantiation, cessationism, and Trinitarian theology. That's hardly a more incredible notion than are a million others in Christianity. It's hardly more incredible, for example, than the notion that a just and loving God would punish all of his children for disobedience as committed by the first man and woman. I mean, how would that be fair? Yet it's precisely what a good part of Christianity believes. How about the notion that as you partake of the Eucharist, it literally turns into the blood and flesh of Jesus? That's not only a notion that begs all credulity, it's also very gross. The fact is that every religion adopts a whole panoply of beliefs that are on their face absurd, incredible, and of a nature that ought to be beyond belief. Yet, for your own religious beliefs, you persuade yourself that your absurdities are reasonable, and it's only the absurdities in those other religions that are, well, absurd.